Honey, a unique, tasty substance that's produced by a bee's hard work. While that jar of honey on the table might be mouth-watering, have you ever wondered how exactly it got there in the first place? Let's find out. First, we start with flowers. From a field full of them to the few you might just have in your backyard, bees rely on them to produce honey. The process itself, however, depends on the relationship between bees and flowers. Bees use their long tongues in order to suck up a sugary liquid from the flower, while the flower gets fertilized from the bee thanks to the pollen stuck on it that it might have obtained from visiting a different plant. It's thanks to this process that we can get honey at all though, because that sugary liquid, nectar, is the prime ingredient for honey. After it obtains the nectar, the bee will turn the complex sugars in it into more simple ones. And once it gets to the beehive, it will take this simple sugar nectar and put it into a unique structure called a honeycomb. Now, the neat thing about the honeycomb is that its unique shape combined with the ever-flopping wings of the bees will evaporate any moisture from this simple sugar nectar and turn it into that lovely substance that we know of, honey. This process isn't just complete though. The honey still needs to be preserved for later use. In order to do this, the bees will kind of cap the honeycombs with a wax seal, ensuring its freshness. It's at this point that the humans, the beekeepers, step in. Carefully, they'll remove the honey from the hive, and then they'll filter it to get rid of any wax or other materials that might be in it. Finally, that jar of honey gets put on your shelf, ready to eat. And as a quick side note, you might be worrying about the bees being harmed in this process, but I say don't worry at all. Not only do the beekeepers take extra care to make sure the bees won't be harmed, a beehive will make more honey than it will ever need. So we aren't taking away from the bees' food consumption at all. From a field of flowers, to a beehive, to being a jar on your desk, the journey of honey is truly a remarkable one. But we should also give credit to the bees themselves, who work very hard to give this treat to not just themselves, but to us as well. So remember, the next time you open a jar of honey, the amount of dedication it took by the bees to give you this delectable treat. Thanks so much for watching!